So let's talking about Evo and tournaments. Let's talk a little bit about the Capcom Pro Tour. Obviously, just before Street Fighter 5 came out, they announced all of the events, all the premier events, all the ranking events. They've changed the format around as well for regional points, global points. You know, you need a degree to understand it all. But now there's 11 premier events, I think it is.
We can look that up later. Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, final round's the first one. That's happening real soon. We'll talk about that in a sec.
If you're gonna sneak into the CPT tournament, do it now. I mean, this is the
do
time.
it early. Yeah, definitely. Time. You only need to really win like 2 or 3 ranking events, and you're good. But yeah, Kansas ranking event that's happening next weekend.
Let's update Shady so that he knows what's going on.
Final rounds in 2. Yeah, so basically how it's broken down is there's still the 32 players qualifying. There's 11 premier events that give you an automatic spot. I think Evo is one of those, but it might be not. Evo might be one on top, so that would make it 12. Then there's 4 regional finals where the highest ranking players on region points go to the tournament and will battle it out for guaranteed spots. They're they're what the last chance qualifiers were before. So rather than having like premier events around the world that people are just going to with the hope of winning, you've now got a regional event in each area. For North America,
Latin America.
Yeah, Latin America. There you go. Latin America, Asia, and Europe / Arab.
Oh, Asia / Oceania.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So there's 11 premier events which are spread out between them. Obviously, most of them are in America because America. And the regional events basically give you points. They give you ranking points for regional and global ranking points. So I think like the highest ranking people on global points, you get the same points, but regional points only apply in certain regions for the end of the year for the regional tournament.
So like my understanding, okay, let's use America for an example, okay? Let's say there is 12, whatever, 10 ranking battles, right?
Yeah.
The points that you get from, let's say I won like 2 ranking battles, those points still apply to the global points. If I recall, they still apply to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So I mean,
if you qualify based on your finishing on the global points roster, then you get a spot.
And how many from the global ones are being chosen?
I don't know, but you can check out CapcomProTour.com and it has all the rules on there, so you can check it out.
Just Google Red Bull CPT 2016.
Yeah, Red Bull doing an amazing job of covering it as well. Yeah. So that shit's on there as well. But those points that you get that qualify you for the global rankings, if it's a ranking event or a premier event in a specific region, they also go to a certain region rankings as well.
And now, if you're two people make out of there.
No, what happens is the top ranking players in the regions go to a regional final, and then you can compete for that. That's what happens. You can, however, qualify for a regional final if you're not from that region. So if you're a traveling player, say Cien's a great example because he travels all over the goddamn place. If he gets enough points in Europe by coming and bodying our tournaments and accruing points for there, he's actually eligible to go to the regional final in Europe because he's got enough regional points in that area to go to the regional qualifier, which is at the end of the season. So you could actually see players that are not European, not American, not Latin American, not Asian / Oceania / Australian, mate, going to the regional finals in those areas and taking part and still qualifying through there. So it's really worthwhile traveling, and I think it probably favors sponsored players because traveling is just so good.
For sure.
Getting to as many events as possible is great. But that definitely pushes it more towards the esports avenue that they want it to go down, and professional teams and sponsorships and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's basically how it works. To my understanding, I apologise if I've got anything wrong.
No, I need to take a look at it again, but yeah.
Final round. Who do you think's going to win that?
OPN.
Yeah. So final round's a premier, right?
Yes.
Do you know any Asian players that go into final round?
No, I don't. I haven't really asked around. Not at all.
No. Okay. Do you think LPN is going to beat top Japanese players in this game first month?
I don't know, but I was actually kind of joking. But now that I really think about it, he has a good mindset. Like he's not really. He doesn't stop how he plays, and that could. Do you know what I'm talking about? You played LPN
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like
He's
a
gonna deal
wild
with
guy,
it.
and he
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't care if he. It seems like he doesn't care if he loses, and I'm pretty sure he uses that to his advantage. And in this game, he has a lot of experience with the game, and I feel that he could really screw with a lot of people's. Even an experienced player, he could screw with their mind.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, like he's not bad. He's not bad, So maybe he.
Oh, I mean, he's proved that he's good.
Yeah.
Especially in Street Fighter 5, he's definitely shown that he's good. There's other people that have been playing around him that have had just as much time with the game, and he's beating them in tournaments as well. So it's not just an early access thing. He's definitely doing his thing in Street Fighter 5. Birdie's a very strong character. He's got an array of characters, though. We've seen him use a number of characters in tournament.
I mean, like one thing that I can say, well, one thing that I can express is that all these players that are being invited to the Red Bull Kumite.
Yeah.
Like they're like Street Fighter 4 players. Like
Yeah.
I mean, just to be real, they're Street Fighter 4 players, and we have no idea how good they're at Street Fighter 5. So having said that, like I don't know who's gonna win final round. I don't even know who's good. It doesn't matter
I don't know
if.
who's going.
Yeah, I don't even know if infiltration. Okay, yeah, I know he's good, but I'm just saying that like just because he's got Street Fighter 4, like I can't say that he's gonna win final round. Like.
I would say if Momochi's going, I think he's gonna win, 100%.
Yeah, but but like who are we to say that he really knows a lot about the game? I would say LPN knows more about the game than he does.
Does he know how to beat Birdie at a high level? Like, there's playing online on streams for 5 hours a day, but has he played a real high level Birdie? I know that LPN's definitely played a good Ken.
There is someone that has enlightened me on the fact that Birdie's frame traps are all possible to jump out of. Like, if Momochi, if you're watching this right now, thank you. I'll give me 10% later on, because I mean if that's
jump
if
out
that's
of
true,
free or jump out of and get reset.
I mean jump out of the situation and just bounce away or something like that. Like there's no. I mean there's a lot of those situations in these games though.
So what's that then? That means like there's always a
Pre-jump frames. Pre-jump frames, yes, 3.
Frame gap.
Street Fighter 4 is 4. So like just jumping out is like a pretty valid reversal.
So wouldn't that mean that you can just press like a jab then?
Yeah.
You'd lose if you pressed a medium though, obviously, because of priority system.
I don't know. Do you want to take time just looking at his frame data real quick? I mean,
no, it's alright. It's cool.
But I mean, if that's true, then cool. Because I don't want grapplers being the best in the game. So hopefully it's true. Fuck grapplers. Zangief.
I think very much a lot of stuff that we're going to be seeing. Like I'm still kind of wary, like taking it back to what we were talking about at the start of the whole episode. Back. I'm still kind of wary of when the game boils down to like its most competitive elements, and none of this cool flashy stuff works because there are holes in it, like you just said with Birdie's pressure, and we just see people just playing the driest style of efficient Street Fighter 5 play, which is literally, I'm only pressing buttons when I've got frame advantage. I'm only doing this. I'm not going to take any risks. I'm not. Yeah, it's cool to see people make hard reads and it comes off, but like really, you're not going to see people going for desperation DPs when you'll get crush counter punished for it and what have you. So I think, if the game does descend into like a super efficient, lame, dry style, I'm kind of worried about that. But there's still definitely scope to explore and do crazy new stuff as well. So I'm excited, but tentative at the same time. Is that fair of me to say, or
what do you think?
I don't know. I think the game is designed where it's really difficult to play that dry and get away with it. Like you have to take risks, I think, just because pressure. Like you notice getting cornered, it's like an auto loss against someone really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it feel that way? I feel that way. Like when I played combo fiend. If he cornered me, I just said like, all right, this game. Like it doesn't matter if I'm even winning in life. If I get cornered, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So pressure, it's just really like defense is just difficult. I think. If you let someone bully you into the corner or anything like that, it's just like you're gonna want to take risks. I think.
Mm.
And the game kind of rewards you for taking risks in a lot of spots. I don't know. So even if there's a crush counter system for reversals, I think reversals are still really good in a game that revolves around frame traps.
Mm. I see the potential of it's like no matter what, I always believe that a defensive player is the best player no matter what game is being played. I truly feel that, and I feel even though this game caters towards offense, I still feel that like when you're at when you're an elite player, the very top, you will find a way to make it that defense is the best.
Well, looking at Infiltration playing with Nash, like we all thought that Nash sucked, right? After the first beta and they took away all his combos and they took away the cool V trigger thing, the combo extension, and everyone's like, nah, this guy sucks, Nash sucks. When I saw Infiltration playing Nash and he was just a brick wall of
that's a
defense, zoning, you're not getting in. You're not getting past there. I'm not letting you get past there. You're not jumping me. You can't jump my sonic booms anyway. It's irrelevant. I'm building bar all the time, throwing them out so I can do the EX thingy, sonic scythe kick, flash kick, whatever the hell it's called. I need to learn the names if I'm going to commentate this thing. When I saw him playing like that, I was like, okay, I understand how this character's designed now. I understand what this character's meant to be. And I understand that you can play a defensive style. And the thing about this game is when you get certain characters in the corner, like Nash is a great example as well. You give him a bit of space, he's V-triggering out of there.
Yeah.
You hit him with a obvious block string, he's V-reversaling to the other side of you, and he's going to walk back the other side of the screen again. And you can't get people in hard knockdown situations and get guaranteed setup pressure on them either. Like there's the 3 wake up options normally.
Everyone's real slippery.
So you're resetting that situation a lot of the time. And even on pressure, you're making hard reads. Like you said, reversals, DPs, whatever, they're a good choice because you're making hard reads with your pressure. But even like if you go for a meaty, if they do backflip and wake up and press a jab, you're getting like your meaty will whiff and they'll hit you in your recovery animation, they're out, or they can throw you out of your whatever they're going to do because your meaty won't work. So there's options there, and I think kind of like how Ultra kind of made it so that characters like Bison and those sort of footsie characters they're allowed to play footsies more because the game resets back to neutral more often. I think you're going to see a lot of that in the characters. Fun. I don't want to sound like a meme, but like fundamentals and footsies, all those skill sets are really, really important because it's not like I get a knockdown and then automatically you're in a situation where I can run my bullshit. Like I have to work hard in this game to put you in a situation where I can run my bullshit. And I have to work hard to beat you honestly in a lot of situations to get that pressure, to get that advantage. So like if you do get put in the corner, you've generally been hit twice if you're in the corner, right? Pretty much. Not many people can put you straight into the corner off one hit, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, at least 2, I would say.
Yeah, so you've got to get opened up, and there's not a lot of... Opening people up isn't the easiest thing in this game. You haven't got, like, high-low mix-ups, really. Like, you haven't got great throw rate. There's no Kara throws, really, for most characters.
I think opening up just means jumping on them. I'm not joking. Jump.
Actually,
holding up forward until it works.
And then start gambling for free.
Gambling for free.
Gambling for free. Kim, 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, I don't know. Like it seems like an honest game. Like it seems like you're winning. It seems like the better player will generally win in this game. I can't see people getting bullshitted out.
At least for now, yes. Yeah, I mean, let's wait for some option selects. They are gonna come out, and then the good players will be using them. So The good defensive players will be using them.
I'm not going to fool myself into thinking that the Capcom development team are able to foresee more than the internet hive mind is able to create. Like, I'd be foolish. Like, I know that they've done a lot more than in 4. You know, I know that Washige's gone so into the frames to try and make sure that you're not doing anything that we don't want you to do. But the internet hive mind, it's all feeding in already. The tech's out there. The videos are coming in. People will find stuff that they might not have intended them to do. And like you said, the best players will utilize that to their advantage. And we'll see. It's interesting, man. Who knows what's happening.